Hello and welcome. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most profound thinkers in human history, Dietrich Bonhoeffer's theory of folly. Bonhoeffer was a theologian and philosopher who lived, resisted, and died in Nazi Germany. But his ideas are incredibly relevant not only in the past but also today. So, what exactly is stupidity? Why is it so dangerous? How does one become a fool? And is it possible to get rid of it? Today, we will look for answers to all these questions. Is stupidity an individual problem or a social disease? Why do smart people sometimes do stupid things? What is the relationship between stupidity and evil? Let's begin. Foolishness is more dangerous than evil. Bonhoeffer says that foolishness is more dangerous than evil. At first, this may seem a bit strange. After all, evil is something done deliberately and willfully. But stupidity, it is much more insidious. According to Bonhoeffer, it is possible to fight evil because evil people at least think rationally. Legal, moral, or physical means can be used to stop them. A foolish person, however, ignores warnings because he thinks he's wise and is therefore an even greater threat than evil. How does stupidity arise? Why do people become foolish? Is it an innate trait or does it develop over time? Bonhoeffer says that stupidity is not a problem of individual intelligence, but rather a social and psychological condition. That is to say, a person can be quite intelligent individually, but when he comes under the influence of a certain group, ideology or propaganda mechanism, he can become stupid. As power increases in a society, the ability of individuals to think independently decreases. Mass psychology prevents the individual from thinking critically, and stupidity spreads. When a person becomes part of a group and accepts the norms of that group without questioning them, they gradually become foolish. Especially in authoritarian regimes, under the influence of propaganda, people lose their ability to question. They don't form their own opinions. They just repeat what they are told. This is why stupidity is contagious. Characteristics of foolish people. According to Bonhoeffer's observations, it is possible to recognize foolish people. Here are some of their main characteristics. 1. They are close to the truth. If you try to argue with a fool, you will realize that he is in no way open to new information. Even if facts are put before him, he will reject them if they contradict his beliefs. They have no ideas of their own. They repeat what others say. Fools often repeat what they hear in the media, on social media or in their environment without questioning it. They are blindly loyal to those in power. Fools usually stand by the powerful and ignore even their wrongdoings. 4. Prone to conspiracy theories. They find conspiracies more attractive than logical explanations. Because they look for a great meaning behind conspiracies, they like to blame others. Instead of accepting their own responsibility, they are always looking for a scapegoat. Did you think of anyone when you heard these? Stupidity and social manipulation today. Stupidity is not only an individual problem, but also a major tool of social manipulation. Social media, television, and political propaganda are one of the biggest tools that fuel stupidity. People hear the same messages all the time and lose their ability to think critically. When large masses of people blindly follow certain ideologies or leaders, social stupidity becomes inevitable. And this has repeatedly led to disasters in history. For example, in Nazi Germany, millions of people fell for Hitler's propaganda. Even brilliant doctors, engineers, and scientists became part of the system. In the 21st century, misinformation spread by social media has polarized societies and made individual thinking even more difficult. We can give many examples like this, but the question is, how can we get rid of it? According to Bonhoeffer, the most important way to get rid of stupidity. According to Bonhoeffer, the most important way to get rid of stupidity is to develop critical thinking skills. Question: get information from different sources. Form your own opinions. Get used to independent thinking. In addition, educational systems need to encourage individuals to think independently. If education is only about memorization, stupidity is inevitable. Also, individuals need to be courageous. It is difficult to fight stupidity because stupid people often see those who question their thinking as enemies. So it takes courage to stand up for what we know is right. It is not enough to be wise, you need to be conscious. Bonhoeffer's theory of stupidity shows us this. Thinking is the greatest freedom. Folly is not only a matter of individual intelligence. It is very important how people are guided, what information they receive, and what kind of environment they live in. Those who unquestioningly submit to power are doomed to become fools. Those who do not form their own opinions become puppets of others. True freedom is possible through the development of thought. And remember, the greatest weapon against stupidity is reason and knowledge. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and share it. See you in the new videos.